Alrighty then, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. For those who have been watching the videos, I am enjoying this game for as little bit as time as I have played it. Huh. No, we've already banked about an hour. Oh my goodness, I tabbed out of the game. Alright, dull monitor problem. So we have a new issue that's in hand here, and that is no ammo. It's got some ammo, but it doesn't have enough. And it needs refueled again? I thought I ordered for that to be refueled. Guess apparently not. So, we are also kind of low on fuel. We only got 16, which isn't bad, but it is still fairly low. I do not understand why these guys are still upset. I don't. Actually, use your radio. Make yourself happy. There you go. Go ahead and get all that stuff going here. And we'll delete half of that stuff there, including the rocks here and this bush here and whatever else may be of an issue here, because I do plan on expanding onto this area. I want to create a why are you gonna lose so much? 90%, 99%. I like that better. We'll do that. Okay, so we got to create a tier 2 runway, and I think once these guys get back from their mission, we will turn this into a tier 2. But that's gonna, I think, if I remember correctly, require destroying these rocks here. And we'll go ahead and destroy those rocks there too as well. Yep, I like that a lot. So we'll get those rocks being destroyed there. And then we also need another type of workbench going on here. And it's a metal workbench. So we will do this. And eventually we'll move these workbenches. Why is this guy just not happy? He's fearful. Dude, you're bringing down the joy of everybody else. Why are you fearful? Why is everybody fearful? That doesn't make no sense. Social sleeping, raw decorating. How about a dartboard? Can I get a dartboard? How about we do it inside here? There we go. Maybe if I increase something, I honestly really just don't know. Okay, so these guys are all going to be eating their rations now. I don't know if no one has planted anything yet. Why? Do we not have grain? I thought we only have tomato seeds. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We'll fast forward some time here. Hey, success. Everything looks clear and safe. So that's good for us. So I thought we had grain seeds, but apparently not. So that is my fault entirely there. So these guys are back, so we will remove that airstrip and try to work on creating. And we will use sand to create that tier 2 runway. So, looks like they're going to have a lot of digging right here, which is fine. That's actually absolutely fine. I tabbed out of my game again. Apparently, my computer refuses to recognize this as an actual window for some reason. So if we run out of sand, we can forge for some more. There's some clay here, which we can use that to make some bricks. Did see some sand somewhere. I'm not looking for sand over here. I'm looking for food, basically. Because we only got 32 food rations, and we got 3 days before the next one is. So, it is potentially time to start looking for some food. They may not like it, but until those tomatoes get grown, that is all they're going to have. Okay. Do we have any more tomato seeds? No. As soon as I went to look, we did not. So I don't get it. If we do this 15 times, it creates 75 food or 15 food. So I'm kind of confused about that. I'm going to harvest this water pond again and this one up here. And these mushrooms closer to the base. Oh no. Scramble. Alright. So we got our second air raid coming in. I do not like the fact that these guys are chilling in here. Hopefully. Maybe. Just maybe. There's that sand pit. Our fighters can get taken off just in time. No. One fighter. Man, it looked like he crashed right in that thing. And then he just freezes. Nice. So we have our very first tier 2 runway. Now we have to order a Spitfire. Order, excuse me? Order a Supermarine Spitfire for 5 victory points. And we have to build a fuel tank. So, that is fine. We got 1 day before our next shipment comes in. So, let's see here. Where's our fuel stations? This, a replenishing fuel tank from the props menu. Alright, so shipment number 2. We are going to change this out, and we are going to get a shipment of low caliber ammunition. And then we're going to get cement. Should I get cement? Okay. Oh, that takes 3. Oh my. Yeah, so we are not going to get cement. We're going to get more food rations until I can get my food thing under control. Yep. More fuel, food rations, and more ammo. We do need also repair parts, so we're going to have to put the mind on that as well. So we can make machinery with 3 metal, or 5 metal for 5 metal. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So this is the tier 2. We need concrete, so we'll get that cement mixer going. We got additional fuel and ammo and additional food. But we are going to have to stay on top of the meals and stuff. So we are going to create some more. And we'll figure out what it takes to create cement here in just a moment. But we're going to go ahead and destroy this building. Everything basically here. We will harvest every bit of that wheat. And we will destroy every one of these buildings here. So that will give us bricks. So that is actually a plus for us. And then a cement mixer is created. Takes 10 sand and 1 raw water to produce 5 cement. We'll do that 5 times. Because I think this only needs 20. Yeah. So as soon as that gets produced, don't tell me we don't have any sand. I know for a fact we have sand. I mean, no biggie, I guess. There's a sand pile there, and then there's a sand pile here. So we can harvest that sand, no worries at all. And it would look like we do not have any sand. So that is a shame, if I do say so myself. I wish no brick station. I know I could have more planes, but I don't. I don't want to. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to need to build another tarp floor. But I don't think I have that much, actually. How much tarp do I got? I got 41. So, and we will designate this as the storage facility. And then I'm going to need metal shelves. And we will see if we can use those metal shelves to store anything on, really. If not, I do not have any intention of using them. Medium fighter interception. 52%? No. We're going to have to bail on that one. These both need fuel and maintenance anyways. We will also go ahead and get another small parking. We will build that up. Okay. It would appear that we cannot actually use the shelving units, which is extremely annoying. It's not annoying, it's just, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm trying to make this episode a little bit more better and enjoyable. I've been doing some things. I got them marking the outline. I think this is dirt. I want to say this is dirt. So I got them marking out the outline of this with dirt. And then once we get enough cement or whatnot, we'll go back through and we'll finish that up. Once it is not dirt, so I don't know what this is right here. I thought maybe it was dirt, but it's not. They are also building a outhouse over here, and we got our very first wooden structure going up. This is going to be our little. There's a. Oh, I just seen it. Oh, espionage radio, and I'm gonna also put the electronics workbench in there once I can. So, little espionage radio will go into here, and then the workbench will go in there as well, and a couple of other things. So that is not dirt. I thought that was dirt though. I don't know what that could be. Maybe like darker dirt, I guess. I honestly really don't know. So, hmm. Well, that sucks, I guess. We'll find it out eventually. I'm not too worried about it. Just trying to make it look nice, I guess. We're gonna wait for this parking spot to get done. I got a second tarmac being made because our um to get to a B grade airbase, we need to make a second runway. Sorry about that. Hmm. These guys are also farming out these mushrooms up here, and we are quickly turning them into meals as fast as possible, but these guys are also eating them as fast as possible. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Um, Hopefully they can get this wooden thing built up, and then we can start changing the mess hall into an actual mess hall. Because I'm going to keep the mess hall here. I'm going to add barracks here. Storage is going to be here, but it's probably going to be expanded just a little bit more. And then we will create probably an officer's quarters over here. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so we got a victory in our rainy recon mission. And most importantly, though, we have our very first wooden building completed. So we can now go ahead and do our espionage radio to create intel. And we'll wait for this electronics bench and stuff like that to whenever we can do that. They're coming in, Chief. Ah, I hate how they're constantly attacking the strafing the base like that. It sucks. But we'll make do. We got a mission for small troop transport. We're gonna have to refuel our plane. Nope, looks like somebody's already ordered it. Oh yeah, I also forgot that we can now get a Spitfire. So they want us to get a Supermarine Spitfire. So we'll get that. As of right now, and once he reaches his thing, we can send him out on that mission. Look at that thing. I really like the skins and stuff like that for this, like the artwork and everything. Mm. Even with those planes, we still only have an 84% chance. So, regardless of that, we'll get them on the way. All right. So, our smart, our small troop transport mission actually went pretty well. We resulted in a lot of damage, however, especially to every one of our planes. But it doesn't look like none of our pilots are injured. So, that's good, at least. The most important thing is to try to get them back in, and they are in. And we need to immediately get these guys back and fit for combat. And get that run refueled. Order an additional AA gun. Construct an AA gun. Interesting. So, with HQ, Interesting. So do they both need to be Tier 2 aircraft? Oh. Looks like we got a little message from the game devs, which is actually really interesting, and it's gone. I actually really am enjoying this game, and I definitely will be recommending my friends to be playing this game. So, okay, so what do we need? All right, we need repair parts. That is definite. I would like to get a shipment. Yeah, see, that's 3 though. 2 repair parts, a thing of rations, and a thing of machinery. All right. I apologize about that. I had to tap out of the game real quick. And these guys are now panicking. And I do not know why. I just don't know. These guys are running around screaming for some reason. I do not know why. Check with HQ. Alright, so all that still needs to be converted over to sand. Looks like we do not have any more sand. Put up here. So we will harvest that. And that guy is sleeping. Out in the middle of nowhere. Problem is we don't have any more tarp. So he's just going to have to deal with it. As they fly off into the wild, wild wonderland. Hopefully they can get what they need because it's at 84%. We have 5 more days until the next shipment. Oh no. We lost Fenton, unfortunately. And that really did hurt. And we about lost him and him. Wow, they definitely gave us the 2-piece. Yeah, they did. Chief, we're gonna have to skip over you. I'm sorry. So we should have this runway done. All right, yeah, so we do. So the runway's done. Hmm, interesting. All right, so the runway is done. So I wonder if we're no, we're not. Why? Interesting. I don't understand why we have not gone up in our thing, but okay. Alright. So we ended up getting bombed, and I have some company coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I will see you all later. I'm gonna play ahead a little bit of time, and then that'll be it.